The progress of human civilization throughout the history mirrors the development of science and technology. The human person, as bearer and beneficiary of science and technology, flourishes and finds meaning in the world that he or she builds. In this process, he or she may unconsciously acquire, consume, or destroy what the world has to offer. It is thus necessary to reflect the things that truly matter. Science and technology must be taken as part of human life that merits reflective and, as German philosopher says, meditative thinking. Science and technology, despite its methodical and technical nature, gives meaning to the life of a person making his or her way in the world. Human flourishing basically can be termed as progressing or fulfilling life of a human. The goal and reward of a human flourishing are virtues, values, and happiness. Hence, we can see that we are flourished as a person when we do good. We feel our worth and simply happy. Human flourishing can be achieved through a person's own effort. A very example of human flourishing is when you attain self-actualization, your effort and will. It is as well defined as an effort to achieve self-actualization and fulfillment within the context of a larger community of individuals, each with the right to pursue his or her own such efforts. What is happiness? Each person has the reason and free will and the capacity to initiate conduct that will enhance or inhibit his flourishing. Flourishing can only gain expression when a man has responsibility for his own choices. Happiness is such an ambiguous word. Everyone have their own way to describe their happiness. In psychology, happiness is a mental or emotional state of well-being, which can be defined by, among others, positive or pleasant emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy. To behaviorists, happiness is a cocktail of emotions we experience when we do something good or positive. To neurologists, happiness is the experience of a flood of hormones released in the brain as a reward for behavior that prolongs survival. Is happiness is a destination or a journey? We can say that happiness is a destination if we do things our own way just for happiness. We do our sports, we do our hobbies, or everything we want just for happiness. But we take it as a journey when we enjoy things that we do or we are loving what we are doing. And that's what makes we us happy when we do those things. Then we consider that as happiness as a journey. According to hedonistic view of well-being, happiness is the polar opposite of distress, or the mere presence of happiness indicates the absence of pain. Healthy, feeling good is the definition of happiness for hedonists. And because of this, the purpose of life is to maximize happiness, which minimizes misery. The Aristotelian idea, based on the philosophical realism, eudaimonia, or human flourishing, a term that combines Greek word for good and spirit, describes the ideology. Eudaimonia was first coined by Aristotle, which describes the pinnacle of happiness that is attainable by humans. According to the book of Nicomachean Ethics, human flourishing arises as a result of different components such as friendship, wealth, power, or phronesis, or the habit of making right decisions and taking the right action in context and relentless pursuit of excellence for the common good. In ancient Greek society, they believed that acquiring this will surely bring seekers happiness, which in effect allows them to partake in greater notion of what we call the good. As time changes, elements that comprise human flourishing change. People found means to live more comfortably, explore more places, develop more products, and make more money. Humans of today are expected to become one of the world, supposed to situate himself in the global neighborhood, working side by side among institutions and the government to be able to reach a common goal. Competition as means of survival has become a passe, and coordination is accepted as the new trend. Eastern versus Western conception regarding society and human flourishing. Eastern conception is more on community centric, while for Western conception, they are more focused on the individuals. According to Eastern conception, individual should sacrifice himself for the sake of the society, while for Western conception, human flourishing as an end. Example of Eastern conception are Chinese Confucian system, Japanese Bushido, while for Western conception, we have Aristotelian view. Eastern conception is, encourage studies of literature, sciences, and art for a greater cause, while for Western conception, we aim for eudaimonia as the ultimate good.